Why is Seattle spending $148 billion and cutting down 14,000 trees under the guise of green transportation? That is Sound Transit, the Seattle area's mass transit system. And to fund their ongoing light rail fiasco, they committed car registration fraud? Politicians wanted to alleviate traffic and improve access from the city to the suburbs. So between 1996 and 2016, voters approved a series of light rail projects connecting downtown to Linwood, South King County, West Seattle, Ballard, and Bellevue. And only people in the counties where the light rail operated would pay for it. Unfortunately for them, government-funded means it's over budget and behind schedule. First, the Linwood line was $500 million over budget and 6 months behind schedule. And then the predicted costs doubled, and the 7 miles from downtown to Bellevue jumped $225 million. By 2018, Sound Transit was $1 billion over budget in only 1 year. And as the cost of the light rail ballooned, so did the need for money. So the counties increased car registration fees from $30 a year to an added $80 for every $10,000 in estimated value. But Sound Transit used an outdated depreciation schedule to overvalue everyone's car. As retribution, voters passed a bill that would cap car tabs at $30 a year, but Sound Transit estimated this would cost them $7 billion. But luckily, government knows best. The Washington State Transit Association, King County, and City of Seattle filed a lawsuit saying the ballot initiative violated the single subject rule and was therefore unconstitutional. And the state Supreme Court agreed, calling it misleading. In the meantime, Sound Transit cut down 5,300 Douglas fir trees, many of which were planted during the Eisenhower administration. And then a year later, cut down 8,600 trees, with millions in timber becoming property of the contractors. Very green. And then things went from bad to worse. The spine from downtown to Bellevue still isn't done despite them hitting the budget limit. The West Seattle line is now triple the initial cost. And Sound Transit actually told people going $5 billion over budget is not catastrophic. The audacity, considering a project meant to be done in 2035, is now 2046. It's awful for taxpayers, but great news for Dow Constantine, the newly elected Sound Transit CEO whose base salary starts at $450,000 a year. And he previously appointed more than half of the board who voted for him. So the real question, will people ever be able to smoke meth on the light rail from Ballard to Bellevue?